This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are announcing a Tesla Model 3, the one that is equivalent to the SR Plus 60 kilowatt-hour rear-wheel drive. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys the sexy buttons. You guys have seen this before. If you ever used internet, there will be reviews of this all over the place. Yeah, so sexy button is a way for you to configure and add buttons to a non-button car like a Tesla. But what the heck is the point of that? We're gonna come back to that. I will show you how useful this one could be, because it actually opens up for some unique features that you cannot do inside the screen. For example, you can change regen level and also some other very useful features. But okay, so this video was not sponsored by them. They just ship it to me for free. Of course, nowadays manufacturers and accessory sellers, they toss stuff after me all the time, and I was like, yeah, I have to recline most of them, but this one I was like, okay, let me do it. So you guys have seen reviews all over the internet. This is going to be the Teslabjorn review, and hopefully it will be better and different and more useful than the other reviews out there. So first of all, you have to open it like this. Listen to the sound now it makes. Wait, try again, try. Oh! Yes, so this package comes with 4 sexy buttons. You can get another one with 6, and the unit supports up to 8 buttons, and I think I will actually go for the 8-button one. So you also get this adapter. You have to hook it on the OBD in the back, just like when I hook up the ScanMyTesla, right? And then we also have this commander unit. This is the one that communicates with the buttons. And then, wait a minute, I also have this one. Wait, they look similar, right? Yes. So actually now, in the latest version now with sexy button, it will actually also support ScanMyTesla. And then I don't know how it works. You have to have the beta version of ScanMyTesla, and then it's supposed to also work directly. Maybe the way I understand is you only need to hook up this one, and then it will somehow work with ScanMyTesla. But I can also do it like this. You can take this end, and then you just double penetrate the plug. So you plug it in here, you just put them, connect them in series, and then you have this very elegant solution. So first what we're going to do is hook it up in the back. So I have this Asian size crowbar. I'll show you now how to install this. Let's get cracking. Okay, let me see. This, what the heck? Oh shit, we have the floor mats here. Okay, they are kind of blocking the hole. Okay, I have to do this, kind of like this. Oh, and then you just put it in here, squeeze in, and just pull. Okay, you hold a little pop, and then you try the other side. Okay, this one will flex a bit. There we go. Okay, there. So this is, yeah. All right, and then you just take this plug. Now, previously I told you have to turn off the whole car and everything. I think it doesn't have to. You don't have to do that. Just pull it out, and it's easier to take this end and plug in first. Wait, which side goes again? Was it? Yeah, like this. Okay, and then you take the other end and just plug it in there. And then alles gut. So this is the app you use for configuring it, and also if you want to look at it when you're driving. I can show some of this, the dashboard here, but you see I already added the S and the 3 button, or the X, yeah. And then I will show you how to add more buttons. So all you have to do is just press the plus here, and then press and hold the button. So use the X button to hold it. And then it's connected. So that's easy. Now it's set to fold mirrors. Well, you can try it, I guess. Then you fold mirrors. That's neat. It was set to something. I'm not sure what was the... But then we're going to set also the last button here, which is this one. You can just press this one and then hold this last button, and you can add more buttons. Very easy to pair them up. There, okay. Alright, now we have added all the buttons. Open glove box, well, try. Well, yeah, it opens the glove box. Okay, that's great. But you can also configure it. If you click on this button, you can figure out, you can configure what you want. You see we have all these categories open. You have opening stuff. I don't think I need to show all of this really. Acceleration, it could be useful, otherwise you have to go into the menu to do all that stuff. Actually, many of these things might require you to at least do one click and then some other click, because it doesn't have a dedicated button. That's the problem, I guess, with the Model 3, is that everything is hidden behind menus and stuff. But this is the unique feature that you get here that you don't get, you can't find it anywhere in the screen, which is you can change the region. And I'm going to demonstrate how it works. And so these buttons here, you can set it, if you set it, for example, 25% like this, it will then go to 25%. I can show you here that if you, oh, I forgot, I have to actually press this button. Right now, the region is 100%, but if I, oh no, didn't mean to go to that one. I guess we can demonstrate, but if I press the 3 button here, you see that we reduce region, and then the S button here will increase region. But then if you press the X button, you will go directly to 25%. So I'm not sure which one I like the most, but I actually, yeah, I kind of like the increase and decrease one, but then I need to also have this app running, because you don't need to have this app running. You can just press the buttons, no app needed, and it will just change the setting for you. But then you're kind of in the dark. You don't know what you have set and everything, right? Depends what feature it is. But I can also show you other features you have here. So we have the region, we have some media stuff. Well, the whole scrolling here in the app is not that smooth. Here you can change if you want the volume button and some other previous song and all that. Just showing you what is possible. And then steering wheel heater. Yeah, that was neat, right? Oh, there's so many categories here. And then charge port, you can also unlock it. This one could be very useful. Otherwise, you have to do it in the screen or via, well, there is no key fob here. And then I can quickly show the mirrors. We have the fold mirrors, tail mirrors, okay. And then heated seats, okay. Again, front left, front right. You can also configure it to change or turn on and off the rear. So this is very useful rather than having to go into the screen. It's almost the point where you figure out, oh, you need more buttons, yeah. And then you have climate control, fan speed and all that. But of course, I can also mention that you can use voice control to do many of these things also. But I guess region, you can't change region with voice control, because there's actually somewhat, you kind of hacking a little bit going behind the system, and then via the OBD you can then change some system settings that you normally can't access in the car. Wipers, this is also neat, I guess. I'm just showing you what is possible. Okay. Yeah, this was a fairly new feature that was added. Wow, there's so many. Okay, and then accessibility. Okay, oh wow, you have turn signals. Really? Really? I guess if you have yoke wheel, you can add the turn signal on the yoke. High beam and all that. Hazard lights. Oh, this is hazard light. Yeah, okay. Voice command. Short. Oh, there's even. All right. Short, long, long. Okay. Short left turn. Short right. Oh, well, really, really. Okay, and that's a new feature. And others. Okay, just showing you what is available here. Interior lights, track mode if you have performance. Of course, if I try this one in this car, it won't work. Let me just try now. Yeah, nothing happens. So let me see. The battery should be warm enough now. Max region power here. You see ScanMyTesla 85 kilowatt. All right, that's good. So let's just drive a little bit, and I will show you now. So now it just feels like I'm used to, with the region on maximum. And on this display here, you can see we have 4 bars. So if I region now, we get 40 kilowatt roughly. Let me try accelerate a bit. And then region. Yeah, at these speeds we get around 45 kilowatt only. And then if I use let me see, toggle, okay, region down, 1 notch down, and then try again. But you have to wait maybe 5-10 seconds before it reacts. And now let's try. Yeah, you see, suddenly we don't get 45 kilowatt anymore. We get around, how much is it? 37 kilowatt. And what I can't show you here is that if the battery is cold, and let's say your region limit is only 30 kilowatt, then the 25% increments will be roughly what according to the maximum. So Just have to know that when you change it, it doesn't become, holy crap, that's noisy. What? Is that flat out? Holy macaroni. Okay, I'm coming through. Okay. But anyway, so let's try now. Now I set it to half regen. Yeah, now we have only 25 kilowatt. But you see, this is also interesting. When I press brake to slow down, you see that we don't have blending brake here. This is, I guess, something unique with Tesla almost, that once you set the regen, it's always like this. Even if you do it in the old cars when you can change regen, it doesn't enable more regen. But when you do it in other cars, let's say the Kia in front of us here, even if you have the regen set to 1 and you press the brake, it will actually regen more. So they have blending brake, but Tesla doesn't have it. They chose not to implement it. I guess they could, but they don't. So, and then let's try then, if we go for no regen, then let's wait a little bit, wait for it to react. Okay, it should be no regen by now, right? And then I'm gonna try to let off, see what happens. Yeah, you see, now we have coasting, no regen. And I guess this is what many fossil lovers want. They don't want any regen. Audi people, Porsche people, they want to have this kind of feeling. So no regen at all. And then if I can also show something else there. If I just flow a bit, oh, it was a bit barely legal. And then if I start adding more regen, let's see how long it takes to add regen. There it comes gradually, see? And then more and more and more, okay. So let me just test something now. What is my maximum regen with the rear-wheel drive at this battery temperature and this state of charge? 60 kilowatt, okay. I'm gonna show something here. Okay, so now if I want to decrease regen, let's set the regen to 0. Wait, the other way around. My back. Okay, wait, one more. There, we have no regen now. Let's just double check. Yes, I let off and it just coast, all right. But if you use cruise control or autopilot, let's increase the speed a little bit, and then I'm gonna decrease the speed via cruise control. You see what happens? We actually have regen via cruise control. Or if I use autopilot, the same thing will apply there, of course. And if I then decrease my speed, we get regen, because it seems like that setting overrides it. And I guess it's a good thing, because when you are driving with cruise control or autopilot, then you really don't care if the car uses the friction brakes or the regen, right? So, and then one also weird behavior is that now we have no regen. I'm going to show now. We get this weird feel. Okay. If I use cruise control, now, then we have regen, right? If I disable cruise control, you will see that we temporarily get some regen until the car figures out that, hey, we're not supposed to have regen. So it's like, it's constantly switching between the modes, or more like the commander in the back there is trying to hack the system a little bit and change it so that we want the behavior we want. I'm going to show you again what happens. Okay, I have to try again. There was a car behind me, so let's see now. So you see now we are cruising, all right, and then we'll show you what happens. Okay, we disable cruise control, we start regenning, but then the car tries to apply the no regen setting. It takes a while. Yeah, now suddenly, you see, now suddenly the commander made it disable the regen. So that's kind of interesting how it works. One very nice feature is a quick way to open the frunk. You press and hold this for 4 seconds. There are different logics you can configure, and this is what works best for this car. And you see, it's so much easier to open the frunk this way rather than having to go inside the screen or bring up the app and then you have to wait for it to load. It's loading. And this is so clumsy in the old days. So let me try, okay. Let me try to see how fast it is to open via the app. I'm gonna close the app now and see. If everything is closed like this, for example, okay, I go up here, bring up the app, wait for it. Can I press it? No, not yet. There. Okay, maybe you can live with it, but I guess once you've gotten used to do this, like this, then there's no way back. And then there's also another feature. You can also enable to open the charge port, but then you use the back door here. And the same thing here is that you just press and hold for 4 seconds, and then the charge port opens. Very useful. Again, this one is even more clumsy because when I usually have to access the app, I have to then go here, I have to open the app, wait for it to load, and then, because I'm going to show you now that if I close it and I open it here, sometimes the app is kind of slow to react. Okay, now we just happen to be very fast to react, and then we can stop charging here, wait for it, and then unlock charge port. But the hotkey should be way faster. Let me show you. Let me wait for it to close. So if we try the hotkey, all right, and then you plug in to charge, and it should also start charging quite quick. Tesla has very fast handshake. There is green, and then when you approach the car and you want to end charging, all you have to do is just hold the back here for 4 seconds, and then you stop charging. This is brilliant. This is one of the best features that I have found, because I don't care too much about the region. I want to have the region on, but that one is just brilliant. And now I'm going to show some features that I don't like. So I have configured the interior lights on the Y button. So if I press the Y button here, it turns on the interior light. Very useful, because that's actually a feature I'm missing. When I'm driving or just doing something, or I'm parked, I don't want to just go here and then light, and then usually I tend to do this, right? And then I tend to have it in auto. But one thing I don't like is that as long as the light is on, then you see that the light on the button is on. And then okay, it's just a LED, but it will slowly drain the battery slightly faster than necessary. And then so it's just a toggle on and off. You see, now we turn it off. So I mean, it's a super useful feature, but I hope the developer will consider just switching off the light here, because I don't want to have it on. I mean, I can see that it's on or off. So that's one thing. And also you will see that some things here, for example, if you go to the acceleration toggle, you say that it says that state charge is not visualized on Tesla's main display. So I can show you here that we are now in sport mode. If you go to pedal steering, it's they call it, it's kind of funny, it's called standard here, but then in the app it's called sport. But if I use the S button here to toggle it, we now switch over to chill. And if I would demonstrate for you when driving, you will see that we have chill mode on, but it shows it as standard, so it doesn't reflect there. So that's I don't know, maybe it's not possible to do it. One other feature I saw is that, you see, right now the fan speed is 3. It's on automatic and 3. But then if I use fan down, it will not reflect on the display. It claims, you can see here, but you can actually see it that it turns down to 2. And I can even turn it down to 1. So this makes me wonder, do we actually have automatic setting, but we override it? I need to test that more. I just discovered it now. But many times I find myself, okay, if I do something like this and this, the car should override it, right? Or, you see, it stays there. Yeah, I forgot. What you have to do is to go out to auto and then in again, and then the car will adjust to whatever it needs to, because sometimes it might want, whoa, what the heck? Dude, I don't want it, this auto, go away. I don't like this one. I don't want it to randomly turn on seat heater for me. But you know, many cars, they have an auto climate, but they also have adjustment up and down. Mercedes has it, Polestar, Volvo has it, but Tesla doesn't have it. It's either auto or you adjust something manual, but then lots of stuff becomes manual, and I just want to kind of tell the car that, okay, I don't want it to be too hard, or sometimes I want it to be more aggressive because I want to cool down the car faster or heat up the car faster. So that's why somewhat a neat feature. But then as for the fold mirror setting, I'm just going to show that here. It also says no, actually this one, yeah, this one doesn't show you it, but I can show you one kind of weird behavior again, is that if you press it here, it will have the save location popping up. I guess you can save it that you want to fold on this location, just like smart suspension in the Model S and X. But if you use the button for where would fold mirror, there's the X button here. If you fold with the button here, you don't get the save location, but it will visualize it at least. So I guess the system is not perfect, because I guess it's because the system goes the back door to enable and disable things, and then I guess some events when you press the button is not captured in it because you're actually not pressing the button, you're sending the event via the back end somewhere, right? Something like that. But yeah, it's still good though. So what is the point of these buttons then, right? Because Tesla already designed a clean system without any buttons. So do you want to clutter your system with buttons? So basically, if you get these sexy buttons, it will become messy, just like a legacy automaker. Well, no, it depends how you do it. Of course, if you line them up somewhere in the center console, yes, it will look like a fossil or a legacy automaker. But these buttons, they have battery and they have a double side tape, and you can place them anywhere. So I think the whole point is not to cluster them together, but you want to, for example, if you want to have regen settings, you put one on each side behind the steering, behind here, just hide them here somewhere, stick them there, and then maybe you can configure one button to open the glove box and you stick it behind the screen here. Many people, they hide it there, for example. And maybe if you want to fold the mirrors, you maybe have one button here, so you will still have a fairly clean interior, but then you have some extra buttons. But then some people think, yeah, but I mean, legacy automakers, they already have it because they have a star button on the steering wheel, and then maybe some favorite button somewhere, right? Yeah, that is true, but you know, those systems, they have somewhat limited options what you can do. So I find myself looking at I'm pressing that one or trying to configure that star button, and then I look through the list and I'm like, well, I don't care about that one, I don't care about that feature. So there is not enough features there for me to want to even bother configuring that button. But since these buttons here, these sexy buttons, are made from some third-party enthusiast, they will keep improving the app, come out with new versions for the commander, for the app, for the buttons. So then there will be more and more and more features added. So eventually you can do almost anything with these buttons, and you can't get enough. And 8 buttons might not be enough. I think actually 4 buttons is way too little, because if you have some kind of toggle up down like I shown you, then you need 2 already. Unless, I mean, well, it's actually an increase decrease, but of course if you go for some kind of toggle, then you only need 1 button, but then you need to know which level you're at, and you kind of need to do that anyway with regen, you know, otherwise you're going to be somewhat in the blind. But still, is there a point of these buttons? I think there's a point of this. So I actually like them. Yes, I would consider putting them in the car. So, but since this car I borrowed from Markus Bil, then maybe I will just leave it here in the box here, kind of like that. But yes, and then I want to go ask you guys, huh? What do you guys think, huh? Do you like this shit? Do you like this shit? Is it useful, or is it just waste of money? So let me know what you guys think. Yes, I want to know. I like it at least, so thumbs up for me. The app might need some refinement. It seems to be a little bit buggy sometimes, but I guess the developers, they are watching, because ever since I received them and I tried them a little bit until I made a video now, they already made several updates and added new features. So hopefully they will keep improving and they will never stop. So that's actually a very good reason to buy this product. So again, like I said, I was not paid by them to review it. Maybe they should pay me. We'll see how many views this video gets. I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.